Good evening. My name is Bob Szwajkos. I'm a resident of Newtown Borough. I'm a gay man. I lived a straight life, but now I am proud to be a member of the LGBT community. And also as I serve as counsel to New Hope Pride for the last 17 years that have brought gay communities into the real world. I also serve as counsel to FACT, which has raised over $1 million for the last 15 years to help people with HIV with AIDS. The gay community supports itself because nobody would support us before. We're here to ask you to support us. Why am I here? I hope that this board will step forward in a public forum to show support for a segment of our population who face tremendous challenges simply because of their sexual identity, orientation, and preference. I'm here because I can talk the talk because I walk the walk. I'm a member of this LGBT community, and I'm as proud as that as I'm as proud as my Polish heritage, the fact that I'm an attorney, I'm an athlete, I'm a contributing member of my community and nonprofits, and as an elected official in my community. I'm out. I'm proud that I'm out, and I'm proud that I have support in my community. I wouldn't be here without that support. I am as equal as anybody else under the law, and I am entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as these children are. I do not have to fight for equality because I am equal so as they are. However, we will fight intolerance. Intolerance and the failure to protect our neighbors, to stand up and protect them. Intolerance and failing to speak up when necessary. We will not stand on the sidelines. Our voices will be heard. What have I seen in my lifetime? In 1956, President Eisenhower signed an executive order deeming gay people ineligible to serve in the federal government. Frank Comedy, the godfather of the gay pride movement, who I met before his death in 2011, graduated first in his class from Harvard and was hired by the U.S. Army Map Service. He was outed and fired. He took his case to the Supreme Court twice, and the Supreme Court says there's nothing wrong with discrimination on sexual orientation. He cannot come back to the government. That happened in the early 60s. Thereafter, in Philadelphia, we had the first gay pride parade around Independence Hall in the early 60s before Stonewall. And people said, they look just like us. They were gay people fighting for equality and intolerance, against intolerance. The Lavender Scares drove scores of individuals from the federal service. Many lost all they had. It was not until 1970 that homosexuality was removed from the list of mental illness. I grew up, I could have gone to jail because I was gay. I could have been institutionalized because I was gay. It was tough growing up. These individuals have the opportunity to be out, but they're still fighting every day for their life and liberties. From the time I was born to the time I was adult, I faced an inner fear of being outed. But I came out as an adult after losing my family, and I have parts of my family who will never talk to me again because I'm simply gay. That's a tough burden to wake up to every morning. I have worshiped with Bishop Gene Robinson, the first openly gay bishop of the Episcopal Church. I have broken bread with the Shepherd family, whose son was tied to a fence and beaten to death because he was gay. I was the chair of Team Philadelphia, an umbrella organization of the 11 sports groups in Philadelphia serving over 1,200 people. The gay sports organization is now the backbone of the gay community. We don't have to hang out in bars and hide in safe sanctuaries. We are out there. We compete nationally, internationally. proud in fighting against intolerance. I've also seen the AIDS crisis. I've lost many friends. Seeing the President of the United States refuse to use the word AIDS and failing to fund AIDS research. Compare that to where we are today. Millions and billions of dollars are being spent on a disease that we don't know about within 6 months of its being announced. Federal government and other governments need to step up. I have lost partners, not partners, but good friends in the last 6 months from suicide, drug overdose, and I have several friends who are missing. We can't find them. These are my gay friends who as adults cannot exist because of the experiences that they have had. So why are we here tonight? We are here tonight because I believe this board failed this group of young people. You use different excuses not to pass that ordinance or resolution. You failed to stand up for these young people who simply asked, please support us. The statistics are haunting. They have the highest rate of suicide. They have the highest rate of attempted suicide. They have the highest rate of homelessness. They have the highest rate of sex trafficking. We cannot abandon these youth. These are our children, our friends' children, our nephews, our nieces, our friends. They are the next leaders of our community. What did you say to them when you said, we will not support you? How do you think they felt that night when they heard the news? After Newtown Township was on the front page that they were going to address this resolution. Please don't fail them. Please pass this resolution. Thank you very much.